Today, I'm going to tell you about a case that has haunted Augusta, Georgia for a long time. The murder of Princella Eppes. Princella was a young and beautiful woman who had just moved into her own apartment in Atlanta, Georgia. She had a bright future ahead of her, but someone took it away from her in a brutal and senseless way. Who killed Princella Eppes and why? And why has this case remained unsolved for over 3 decades? Princella was born on June 6, 1968, in Calumet City, Illinois. She was the youngest of 4 siblings and grew up in a loving and supportive family. She was nicknamed Bird or Ladybird by her family and friends because she had a cheerful and lively personality. She loved music, dancing, and fashion. She graduated from Thornridge High School in 1986 and moved to Atlanta, Georgia, to pursue her dreams. Princella worked as a receptionist at an insurance company and also attended classes at Georgia State University. She wanted to become a lawyer or a journalist someday. She was independent and ambitious, but also kind and generous. She had many friends and admirers who described her as a joy to be around. In July 1990, Princella had just moved into her own apartment at the Earl Apartments on North Highland Avenue in Atlanta. She was excited about her new place and invited her friends over for a housewarming party on July 6th. She had a great time with her guests and seemed happy and carefree. But little did she know that someone was watching her every move and waiting for the right moment to strike. The next day, July 7th, Princella went to work as usual and then went shopping with her friend. She returned home around 7:30 p.m. and called her sister Kim Beasley to chat. They talked for about an hour and Princella told Kim that she was going to watch some TV and go to bed early. That was the last time anyone heard from Princella. On July 9th, a maintenance worker at the Earl Apartments noticed that Princella's door was slightly open and decided to check on her. He entered the apartment and found Princella lying on the floor of her bedroom in a pool of blood. She had been shot in the head at close range with a small caliber weapon. The police were called and arrived at the scene shortly after. They found no signs of forced entry or robbery at the apartment. Princella's purse, jewelry, keys, and car were all intact. The only thing missing was her phone, which was later found in a dumpster near the apartment complex. The police also found no evidence of sexual assault or struggle on Princella's body or in the apartment. It seemed that Princella had been surprised by her killer while she was getting ready for bed or sleeping. The police interviewed Princella's friends, family, co-workers, neighbors, and acquaintances, but none of them had any idea who would want to harm her or why. Princella had no enemies or conflicts that anyone knew of. She was not involved in any drugs or illegal activities. She did not have a boyfriend at the time of her death, but she had dated several men in the past. One of them was a man named James Smith, not his real name, who had been arrested for domestic violence against Princella in 1989. He had allegedly beaten her up and threatened to kill her if she ever left him. He had also stalked her after their breakup and harassed her with phone calls and letters. However, Smith had an alibi for the night of Princella's murder. He was working at his job as a security guard at a hotel in downtown Atlanta. The police verified his alibi with his employer and coworkers and ruled him out as a suspect. Another man who had dated Princella was a man named Robert Jones, not his real name, who was a co-worker of Princella at the insurance company. He had been in a casual relationship with Princella for a few months, but they had broken up shortly before her murder. He claimed that they had parted on good terms and that he had no reason to hurt her. However, Jones had a history of violence and mental instability. He had been arrested several times for assault, battery, and disorderly conduct. He had also been hospitalized for psychiatric evaluation after he tried to commit suicide by jumping off a bridge. He had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and schizophrenia and was taking medication for his condition. Jones also had a shaky alibi for the night of Princella's murder. He said that he was at home alone watching TV. The police could not confirm or refute his alibi, as he had no witnesses or receipts to back it up. The police considered Jones a person of interest in the case, but they did not have enough evidence to arrest him or charge him with anything. They also did not have any physical evidence linking him or anyone else to the crime scene. The murder weapon was never found, and the fingerprints and DNA samples collected from the apartment did not match anyone in the police database. The case soon went cold and remained unsolved for over 3 decades. But in 2022, something changed. The investigator contacted Princella's family and friends and asked them to share any information they might have about her life and death. Princella's sister, Kim Beasley, was overjoyed by the news. She had never given up hope that her sister's killer would be caught and brought to justice. She said that she needed to know what happened to her sister and for her death to be acknowledged. She also said that she believed that someone out there knew something about the case and urged them to come forward and speak up. Will this new development finally solve the mystery of Princella Eppes' murder? Will her family and friends finally get closure and peace? And who killed Princella Eppes? And why? Thank you for watching this video. If you have any thoughts or theories about this case, please leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I'll see you next time.